Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to me, welcoming you. Right? Why can't that be a thing? A pre-welcome, if you will. And if you won't, who will? If not you, who? If not now, when? Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Very congested. I came back from a trip with my head clogged, full of head stuff. I don't know, it's all in there. Usually it's spread out over the entirety of your body, but now it's moved all the way up into my skull. I don't like it. I don't like being sick because, of course, it makes me vulnerable to predators. Yes, I mean the space aliens. They can turn invisible. They make that crazy clicking sound. Do you think that they're clicking off like a number of people that they see that they're going to predate? You know, you go to a club. You guys, I know you guys all go clubbing like I do. And so there's the bouncer at the door. And he's not just there to separate ugly people from attractive people. Often he has a metal clicker. There's no other name for it. And he's clicking the amount of people who come into the place so they know we're at capacity of attractive people. So we can let 5 uggos in. Just because if it's all attractive people, then you're now judging the attractive people by their attractiveness. If you get 5 uggos in there, all of the attractive people remain attractive because you have your comparison right there. Like, oh, look at that. That shouldn't even be in here. This is what me and my friends say at the club. Yes, I'm one of the attractive people. How dare you? Me and my 4 friends, we're very attractive. Guys, I can't imagine going to one of those places ever again. There are certain places that I've cut out of my life entirely, and I realize that's not my scene. And any kind of dance club, any place you have to go where you have to yell a conversation, I'm done with it, guys. I'm just done with it. I can't do it anymore. I want to save my yelling for anger. Just like having the attractive people, only attractive people, you're not going to be able to know that they're attractive after a while. If I'm yelling during a conversation, what if you make me mad when I've yelled pleasantries already? You're not going to know that I'm angry. I'm almost yelling now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest to have a free-form conversation with me inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals to join me for a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes inspired by details from my conversation with the aforementioned special guest, and it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. Thank you, maestro. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased that this person is joining us today, making a return appearance to the show. Cameron Esposito!
Yay!
Yay!
Now, do I do the yaying?
You just did.
Yeah, I did.
You can. Why can't you? Right?
No, you're right.
Here's the thing. We're supposed to love ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're from a certain background, that seems impossible to do.
Absolutely.
What a weird thing to say. I love me.
If I loved me, I wouldn't have to be a stand-up comic.
There you go.
I literally have built a job where when people say my name, other people clap. You know, like, I mean, not built the job. I went into other people have done this job.
Yes.
I created the job of stand-up comic.
In your life.
In my, for me, in my life. But also for you, Paul. You're welcome.
Thank you. Isn't it nice when people clap at the idea of you?
Just, oh man, I can't believe she's here.
You're not even there yet, and they're clapping.
She's going to be out here soon.
We approve.
She'll say some of those things we know her to say. They'll be funny, we'll laugh or cry.
Now, you wrote an hour of material 10 years ago. You've been doing the same hour ever since.
You know me. Whenever anybody says, like, what kind of comic is Cami Esposito? Everybody always goes, she does tight jokes with a real clear setup and punchline. No yelling and no long things. She does never waste a word.
I like that she doesn't have any long things.
No long things. Short guys only.
Hey, look.
The club that I belong to.
Right? Yeah. I work hard all week. I come here to be entertained, not for a bunch of long things.
I don't tell stories. I just get to the point. I say, what are they called? One-liners.
One-liners.
I didn't even remember the
term. Oh, this is going to be good.
Paul, I've had a weird day.
Hey, I hear you.
You know what happened first thing this morning? I woke up, and then my dog, he sleeps at our feet.
Yes, he's guarding
Me and my wife, he sleeps at the feet of our feet. Yes, I'm nailing it. He crawls up from the blankets every day, and it's the funniest thing you've ever seen because it's like he's greeting the world for the first time ever. It's like he's being born every day out of the blankets. Who's up here? You know? And then today he crawled out and then puked half an earplug.
Half an earplug?
And then...
So he did retain some of it.
Waited the other half.
Oh, I see.
But
I spoke too soon.
You know what? We're human beings. So me and my wife, our immediate response is, I bet he ate 2 earplugs. Because we're people, we think earplugs come in a set of 2. So we rushed him to the emergency room. He had x-rays. And the doctor said, earplugs don't show up on x-rays. I don't even know why we did those.
The doctor said that. Yeah. I don't even know why we did those.
Well, he said, there's nothing on the x-rays, but the other thing is nothing would show up on the x-rays. So anyway, then he said, here's your choice.
Can I ask you one second? But remember, hold your thought.
Yeah.
When they do an x-ray of your little dog, do they put a little lead bib on him?
Well, yeah, because he might be pregnant. How do you know if an 8-pound male dog is pregnant? You'd never be able to see it.
Is he 8 pounds?
Yeah, he's 8 pounds.
That seems surprising to me, that he weighs that much.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean...
Thank you.
He's got big ears.
He does.
So I think 4-pound ears. You know?
But he's okay now?
I don't know because the doctor said, I mean, I don't have children.
Right.
Maybe someday I will, but I will say right now I make medical choices for this animal. And I think the doctor, to protect himself in terms of veterinary malpractice, has to kind of lay everything out in really extreme terms. So he was like, here's what we can do. We can induce vomiting and give him a catheter. If we induce vomiting because he's a dog, he might not know what's happening, and he can aspirate his own vomit and then give himself pneumonia. Or
what?
Yes, literally. Or we can do nothing. And that might be fine, but you don't know what's in there. There could be some other kind of earplug remnant. And so then he might have like a bowel obstruction. Then we just have to open him up. He said the phrase, open him up. So which one of those things do you want to do? And we were like, both of these sound like our dog is going to die because of an earplug. Like there's no option where it's like, we feel like maybe he got the earplug out and everything's chill. So we just said, he looks like he's happy, so let's take him home. So right now, as we speak, my dog might be dying in front of my wife.
Is there a chance he might pass this thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably already out of his body.
Right.
I think he's okay. It was just very intense, really intense early morning dog decisions to make.
Absolutely.
Like when we adopted him, I don't know what I thought dogs were, but...
You didn't know you were going to have to make some EMDDs?
No, I did not. I did not know that.
Well, my thoughts and prayers are, of course, with Murph.
Yeah.
Because he's a wonderful little guy. I'm sure he's going to be fine. I
think he'll live to bark at you another day. He has barked at Paul.
He only ever sees me in a car, and then he barks at me. No, the one time he saw me out of a car, he did not bark at me.
He's like...
He doesn't like that guy in the car.
Well, he just gets real confused about, other people that aren't Rhea and I.
Yeah. Understandably so. Yeah. Sometimes I do too.
Yeah.
Well, let's take your mind off of that with this question. What happens if the Supreme Court gets rid of Roe v. Wade?
You know, I know this show, I understand how this works, and you're not going to release this necessarily immediately. There might be this might
some time.
Go into a bank for a while.
Yeah. I can tell you.
So I do want to give our listeners a little bit of context that this is the week right after.
Yes.
Donald Trump has become our president-elect, which is probably why. I'm guessing why that question is in that book.
I would
Not
think
that that's
so.
just usually like ruminating in all podcast guests' minds.
At the time of that episode's recording, of course, it was very much on our minds just a few days ago. And I think our guests may have forgotten that this is a comedy podcast.
I mean, real talk? What happens if What happens if the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade? So Roe v. Wade had the impact of increasing women's participation in the workforce, which has positively benefited our economy in massive ways. So the real talk answer, which I want to make sure to state, because I know this is a comedy podcast, but sometimes I feel like people have gotten misinformation and they have confusion in their little brains. Their brains have some blind spots to some real stuff. Like, for instance, a lot of white women voted for Donald Trump, who has said that he would overturn Roe v. Wade, possibly make abortion a criminal offense.
That's right.
And Mike Pence, who's a terrible monster, did defund Planned Parenthood when he was governor of Indiana. So
That's right.
What will happen? Well, so to the white women who voted for Donald Trump, surprise, you get more abortions than anybody. Did you know that?
Right.
You guys you're limiting your own options. It'll make it harder for you to go to work because you won't have full control of your bodies.
But do you think that a lot of people thought, well, it's not really going to happen?
Do you mean Trump getting elected?
I think the people that voted for him. I mean, I think I bet a lot of people didn't think that would happen. I bet a lot of people are thinking, well, he's not going to do all those things that he said.
That I love, because I think it's the second part of a lot. People going, he's not going to be able to do any of his policies. And then I go, wait, so why did you vote for him?
Yeah.
It's very weird if you voted for him.
Sending a message.
I hope none of his
Sending a message.
I hope none of his stuff actually gets through. I just like him. I like the guy. He's likable.
He's very likable.
Likability, a skill created for women.
What a likable guy.
Because that's the other thing people say. Well, Hillary didn't win. She was unlikable.
She was unlikable.
Well, I like her. I mean, I find that I like her. But if you don't like her, is this another person you like? Let's talk about these two people.
If we're having a likability contest, I like that guy.
How do we? He's no Miss Congeniality starring Sandra Bullock.
True.
No. But the silly giggles talk about what happens with Roe v. Wade, I think it's just a dirty dancing situation all the time. We gotta. What?
Where are we going to go for our abortions? Are we going to have to go out of the country?
I would, Rhea and I were in Mexico on Wednesday. We had,
claro que sí.
Which was the day after the election. And we were booked to perform at a group of lesbians, like lesbians in their 50s and 60s, like to go on a vacation. There's a company that rents an entire resort so that 1,000 lesbians in their 50s and 60s can go to a place where nobody's going to stare at them for having short hair. And so we went to this resort, and the Mexican people who worked at the resort, just in case anybody's wondering how this election has impacted the world, they were worried for us. People stopped us and said, are you guys going to be okay? Are you safe going home?
No,
we would like the wall to keep you out of here.
But aren't they I guess they're asking that question because they've exported all their murderers and rapists.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah, nothing bad ever happens in Mexico. And
Nope.
nothing bad had ever happened in the United States before Mexicans were here. Also,
True.
Mexicans came here and we didn't seize land that used to be Mexico.
That's right.
These are the real things of history.
These are the real things of history.
As you know from
Yes.
reading about
Yeah.
history.
That's right.
And we've always owned this place. You and me.
Yeah, right? You and me.
We've always owned this place. This is our place.
I think we're doing a pretty good job, if I may pat us on the back for a moment.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, how could we do any better, you know?
It is. Okay, so you're at this resort, and they're worried for you. And so it's these lesbians in their 50s and 60s. And then they were like, we should get some younger lesbians to entertain
That's
us.
exactly it. Well, they were trying to entice in, like, haircut lesbians.
What is this subgenre?
You know, people in their 20s and 30s are
They have fun
haircut
haircuts.
lesbians.
Yeah.
Not like Birkenstock lesbians. It's just generations. Although
Yes.
Birkenstocks are now back for like everybody because the 90s are back. So that's very confusing because there's like a mixing of the generational divide.
That's right.
The wall that was between us that we have required each other to pay for has fallen. And so now we're just kind of one big lesbian community.
How were the
They
shows?
didn't like my stand-up at all.
No, really?
Well, no, they really didn't. I mean, I would say it went okay. So I feel a little bit triangulated, I think is the word for it. Because so often when I perform, the audience that comes to see me is like mixed in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Age, and I mean like parents will bring their teens, or like older people. There will be queer folks, there will be straight folks, there'll be a lot of different races. I think I'm actually really lucky that way. I tend to draw a pretty mixed audience. And because I'm a queer person, gender neutral terms have become something that like people of my generation are really worried about.
Right.
So like there might be trans people in my audience. I have to be inclusive to that. And that's fine. I'm open to that task. But I adopted the phrase guys. Hey guys.
Right.
Because I don't know a more neutral term than that.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, do you?
No, I don't. And I feel like the term guys has come, because language is an evolving thing, it has come to mean just, hey, you group of people.
That's what I think.
In an affectionate way. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying, I feel like it's like saying friends. You know, friends. You know what I mean?
Friends is a really good one, Paul. I mean, like, maybe I should just go Quaker and, like, you know, use that. I mean, I just think that. So I use guys because to me it's like I'm trying to pull everybody together. Hey, guys, we're one group of people.
That's how I take it, too.
I see you all as different, and I'm not trying to diminish your differences, but let's, like, exist in the same pod. And I feel like I deal with that a lot. And so I have tried to move towards neutral terms because I've gotten feedback in the past from people that are like, you know, we didn't feel represented. You talked about having your period and being a woman, and I'm a woman and I don't get a period. So can you include me in a different way? And so then I'm like I'm trying to include people in a different way. And this very like amazing hippie lesbian who was like, I would say she was 68, maybe she was 72, one of those. And she came up to the show and she said, I heard you call yourself a feminist. By the way, you're welcome because I worked for you to be able to use that term. And we're not guys, we're women. So please don't call us guys. And I was really flummoxed. I just said, okay. And this has stuck with me for a minute because I think later she came up to me and apologized because I think I like blanched when she said that.
Right.
And I think part of it is, you know, every audience thinks that you always perform for this type of audience. Like if you're in Texas, people are like, she's always in Texas. So like, I literally have never performed for a group of all women that identify as lesbians, that identify as women, that don't identify as like genderqueer, nothing on the spectrum, like just women. We are women, we are lesbians, this is us.
Yeah.
And so I use my usual vernacular. And I tried to explain that to her, and she said, "Are you kidding me? You've never performed for a group of women?" And I'm like,
now you're in trouble for that?
no, it's not even being in trouble. I'm like, no, because like women have also been taught that we can't like sell things to other women. Like I would never even think of being like, this is a women's only show, because according to the media, there's only 4 of us for every 5 guys. So I just, even though statistically we are actually a majority.
Beach Boys songs have that statistic a little different.
So I don't know. I'm trying to deal with that and figure out how to.
Can I ask you this, though?
Yeah.
Was there drinking at this event?
She was not intoxicated. This woman was clear-eyed.
She was sober as hell.
Clear-hearted. She really was. I could tell. She also waited in a long line to tell me this. It's okay. I'm not upset that I'm clearly not, we hear stuff all the time. It's more just like, then I went, whoa, because imagine being a comic and being on stage and being like, hey, women, this is a thing for us. That felt very odd to me.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to just spend some time trying to think of other terms that are more neutral. I don't know if I can think of anything else except for the obvious Paul F. Tompkins suggestion of friends.
You're welcome to it.
Yeah.
You're welcome to it.
I like that. Hey, friends. Hey, pals. Hey, group of people that paid to see me.
Hey, Pete. Hey, customers. There you go.
I like
Call
that.
everyone customers.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Cameron Esposito, thank you for being here. I am sure that Murph is fine.
Oh, yeah.
He's a tough little dude.
I can't, I'm just sad that I have to leave and I can't
I know.
hear all of the wonderful improv
That's
scenes
quite all right.
come out of this like really rich topic of illegal abortion.
Sure. Hey, you never know. But you can always hear it later.
I'll listen.
It's true. Cameron, where can people find you online should you wish to be found?
Oh, a great place is on Twitter at Cameron Esposito, but also I have a podcast myself called Put Your Hands Together.
That's goddamn right.
And it's a stand-up podcast. You've been on it. You've done some characters on the show.
I hope to be so again.
Yeah. Oh, anytime.
Thank you.
Also it's a super fun show that runs every Tuesday night at the UCB Theater. You could come see it live, or you can listen wherever you might be. And you can see what term do I choose.
I recommend both of those things, and hopefully the mystery will be revealed on a future Put Your Hands Together. What collective address will Cameron use? And is there anything you'd like to promote? We are at the end of January as people are listening to this.
Well, you're on a network called CISO.
I sure am.
On your show, Bajillion Dollar Properties. I'm also on that network. I got a show on there called Take My Wife.
Which is a terrific show.
The great thing about CISO is that they're trying to build their subscriber base. So kind of regardless of what month it is, they've got a free promotion where you can sign up for a month and, hey, our show's short enough. It's only like 3 hours total because there's 6 episodes and each of them is half hour.
That's right.
You can just like watch it all and then unsubscribe. I don't care. I think they care.
You think they care?
If people watch stuff for free and then leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that breaks the whole...
I hope people, friends, customers, I hope you don't do that. I hope you will subscribe to CISO because it's worth your money. There's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff, guys. A lot of good stuff.
Well, you are wonderful, and please enjoy yourself, and please pass me over that book so that I can write a even more cryptic
I will.
question.
I will. Hopefully it's not about food. Those always take a long time to get going. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. During that break, we will procure our location from Cameron Esposito for our improv, and you will also meet our improvisers when we come back. So stay alive. No matter what occurs, I will find you. Blue Apron, they're back, supporting Spontaneous Nation. Listen, Blue Apron, they help you cook your own meals at home, which is a great feeling, and I want you to feel great. Blue Apron has a positive impact on the community. Seafood is sourced sustainably. Seafood is sourced This is making me feel subconscious. Seafood is sourced sustainably under standards developed in partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. Beef is raised humanely. Chickens are free range. Pork is raised naturally. Regenerative farming practices are used for produce. Blue Apron can be delivered to 99% of the continental U.S. and 99.5% of food deserts. Because Blue Apron ships the exact amount of each ingredient required for a recipe, they are reducing food waste. This is great. And cooking together builds strong family bonds. Research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often. It's a fun thing that you can do together. Okay, here's some of the meals available in January. Spicy shrimp and Korean rice cakes with cabbage and fjord cake. That's the pronunciation I was given. Fjord cake. F-U-R-I-K-A-K-E. I would have said furikake. Pork chops and garlic piccata. P-I-C-A-D-A. Is that a different thing than piccata? Maybe it is, and I'm learning stuff. With scallion, rice, and spinach. Mushroom and chipotle pepper enchiladas with lime sour cream. That is crystal clear, except for my delivery. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/PFT. You will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That is blueapron.com/PFT. Blue Apron. A better way to cook. Indochino. That's right. Indochino. Have you ever had a made-to-measure suit? It feels good and you look great and people never shut up about how good you look. This is the God's honest truth that I'm telling you. It's so much different compared to off the rack. You can get a nice off the rack suit and you can then go through the trouble of having it tailored just so. But if you have it made to measure, oh man, that is a different story. Okay? Indochino wants you to look good. They are one of the largest made to measure menswear brands, and they are making it easy for you to get great fitting, high quality suits and shirts at an incredible price. Visit Indochino.com or drop by one of their 9 North American showrooms. That sounds very welcoming. They want you to just drop by. Drop by one of the showrooms. Choose your customizations from lapels to pleats to jacket linings and more. Pick from hundreds of fabrics and patterns. Submit your body measurements. Kick back, relax. Get ready to step into the best, most stylish suit you have ever worn in just 4 weeks. That is no time at all for a tremendous payoff. You gotta believe me. I know this stuff. This week, my listeners can get any premium Indochino suit for just $389, amazing, at Indochino.com when you enter PFT at checkout. That is 50% off the regular price for a made-to-measure premium suit, plus shipping is free. That is Indochino.com, promo code PFT for any premium suit for just $389 and free shipping. You will never have to worry about badly fitting suits or expensive trips to the tailor again. The kind of thing that keeps me up at night. Get ready to look like $1,000,000. That sounded like a threat, but it was actually, I'm happy for you. Welcome back to Spontaneanation. We did it together as a family. Ladies and gentlemen, let us meet our friends from the world of Make Pretends. Sitting right next to me, Jeremy Carter.
Hello.
Jeremy, welcome back to the show.
Why, thank you for having me, Paul.
It's always a pleasure.
It is always a pleasure to be here.
Now, I just saw you over the weekend. We were in Brooklyn, New York for some Super Ego shows.
And some 42-degree weather, and it was delightful and crisp.
I came back sick. How about you?
I came back thinking I might have been sick, but I think it was just exhaustion. I'm sorry you're sick.
Well, thank you. You made a gesture towards touching my knee, and then you didn't.
And I didn't because I went, that might be violating. I don't know what I'm doing.
Thank you for not violating me.
My pleasure.
Do you like the Eastern Coast? Do you enjoy it?
I do. I will say I had a realization, however. For years living in Los Angeles, I'll get the fall bitter bug of, I miss the change of seasons.
Oy.
And we're driving through Brooklyn in an Uber, and beautiful golden leaves blowing across these wonderful brownstones, and it was gorgeous. And then we stopped, and I went, this I needed. And we get out of the car, and 36-degree winds blow up my coat, and I went, "You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Appreciate what you have. You're going to fly home to 90 degrees in a day. So just shut up, enjoy this picturesque moment, but stop being an idiot."
It's such a nice time of year here in Los Angeles. Thanksgiving's coming up. We're sweating buckets. It's perfect.
You're serving up turkey in a classless tank top and shorts and flip-flops. Boy, what could be better? You know what I mean?
We're moving toward a classless society.
We really are. I mean, moving toward, friend?
Pals.
Come on. I think we've already stepped into it.
Jeremy, I'm turning away from you.
I see.
Looking across from you.
Uh-oh, here I come. Choo-choo, here comes the Garrett train. Yeah, go ahead, introduce me.
Pulling into the station.
Introduce me, Paul.
Gary Anthony Williams. Gone.
It's the right time to be me.
It is, right?
It is. It's the best time ever to be me.
Gary, where are you from?
I'm from Fayetteville, Georgia.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what kind of weather do you like? And here's why
I'm going to wait till you finish before I answer.
My wife is from the South. Mm-hmm. And the South.
But where in the South?
She's from Charleston, South Carolina, that area. And she likes humidity. Mm-hmm. She likes it. Mm-hmm. That seems crazy to me. Mm-hmm. I'm from a humid place, and I did not like it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What kind of weather do you like?
Let me just say this about your wife. She must be a lovely lady.
She is.
Yesterday I was getting some makeup done, and a girl goes, "Where are you from?" I said, "The South." She says, "I can tell by your skin, from the humidity, you have great skin." So I can handle the humidity. Mm-hmm. I can handle it. What I don't like, and I can handle the heat. 100 degrees to me, not a problem. Mm-hmm. I don't like just being out in the sun in that.
Sure.
I love this LA weather. I like when it's warm most of the time. I like the heat. I like to see rain just to clean the skies out. But I'm a fan of the LA weather. I don't like sweater weather. I'm wearing a sweater today.
You don't like it?
Sweater weather's stupid.
It's my favorite, Gary.
That's literally the only thing that I will punch you for.
Whoa.
I will punch you for. I will punch you for liking sweater weather. Yeah, I'll punch you. I'll punch you.
Now I'm torn. Do I back off?
You be you. As I always, whenever I text you in the middle of the night, I always end with, "You be you, boo." And I mean that.
That's right.
You be you, but I swear to God, I will punch you for wearing a sweater.
It's gotten to the point where I can sleep through those texts now.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, and I just see them in the morning, and it's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gary, I'm going to look next to you.
Okay.
Look who it is. Colleen Smith.
Yay.
Colleen, welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just breathing in and out.
Now you are from Hawaii.
Yes, Hawaii.
Hawaii. Did you grow up saying it that way?
Every once in a while. The newscasters all said Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah. But we said Hawaii.
I like that during elections, when there's debates, senatorial debates, whatever, you'll see them wearing leis and stuff.
Yeah.
Which that blew my mind.
Yeah, leis are all over the place.
Yeah.
You're constantly wearing leis.
And so is it the equivalent of an American flag pin that if you are a politician and you're appearing on television, you're not wearing a lei, or people are like, why isn't he wearing one?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's more like a special occasion. Like if you won, you would be wearing a lei. Like, yeah, you wore leis for like birthdays and graduation and weddings and things like that. They're celebratory things.
I'm telling you, though, I saw a debate. These two people were going at it, a man and a woman,
really?
and they were both wearing leis, yeah.
Oh, maybe just because it was for show and in the TVs.
Like the American flag
Did
pin.
they have like an expensive leis too? Because there are like price points of leis.
They look pretty fancy.
Yeah.
They look like real flowers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like plumeria leis are like cheap leis. Like if you have a plumeria lei, it was like big deal. Because plumerias grow everywhere, so you could just make one. But like pukaki, I believe that's the word.
I beg your pardon?
I believe it's called pukaki, and they're these tiny white flowers, and they smell amazing. And you like thread them, and they're tiny, and so you'd have like 5 or 6 threads of them, then wove together, like almost like a popcorn lei, but a bunch of them. And it'd be like a $50 lei, and people would be like, "Oh my God, you're wearing a $50 lei!" Like it was a big deal. Be like, yeah, my dad got me a fancy light for graduation.
I wish we would have that here where we could do that to show status.
But Paul, I got
And dominance.
I was. May I use the word crestfallen?
Please,
with
I wish you would.
I was crestfallen by flowers a couple of years ago. I was hurt like I have not been hurt, and this is real. It was like a Santa Claus feeling. Like a no Santa feeling. Walking down the street, they're getting flowers ready for a big wedding. Mm-hmm. And I'm a half a block away and it smelled amazing. Mm-hmm. And as I get closer, I see the ladies prepping the flowers and it's like, this smells beautiful. And she has cans. And in each can, it had a different flower aroma on it. It was like white rose. And she's spraying all the white roses with this imitation smell. She's spraying all the flowers to make them smell good. So when you walk into like a banquet and there's a beautiful bouquet and you smell it, it's out of a can. And that hurt
That is
me.
depressing.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So if you, and for the next 4 years, if you see, hey, what's up? What's what with normally Chipper Gary? He's looking down.
It's about flowers.
Yeah.
But for this next 4-year period,
Yeah, about 4 years it'll
about
last.
flowers. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll lessen up in 2 years if everything goes.
I mean, my dad's death was sad, but those flowers, dude. Dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take another break. When we return, we will reveal the location provided to us by Cameron Esposito for our improv, and then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Have you joined the movement? Wait, it's spelled MVMT. Make sure you've joined the correct movement. Movement watches. Folks, Movement sent me a watch. I get compliments on it all the time. This is no joke. People always ask me where I got it. I tell them I got it for free. They seethe with jealousy. Then I tell them, you should have gotten into a career like mine. Then I tell them, I'm sorry, that was very rude. Here's where you can get the watch. Movement was started by two broke college kids. They wanted to wear stylish watches. It's nice that they found each other, those two. I never thought about their story before. But you think they were friends first and then they shared their secret desire to wear stylish watches? Or do you think it was like strangers on a park bench and one's looking at his empty wrist and like, oh, I hate my life. And the other one's like, what's wrong, stranger? They wanted to wear stylish watches. They couldn't, you know their story. They couldn't afford them. They launched their own watch company. How is this not what we're all doing? That is, let me tell you something. I've wished for a lot of things. It never occurred to me. I'll start a company that makes that. Movement watches, they start at just $95. At a department store, you are looking at $400 to $500. That's significantly more. I did the math. Movement figured out that by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retail markup, providing the best possible price. Classic design, quality construction, styled minimalism. Over 500,000 watches sold in over 160 countries. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmtwatches.com/PFT. This watch has a beautiful, clean design. You're going to like it. It's elegant, but also everyday. Can a thing be both? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. And you'll see. Go check out these watches because now is the time to step up your watch game. Go to mvmtwatches.com/PFT and join the movement. Welcome back to Spontaneanation. Spontaneanation. Guys, we have our location. We have our friends. What more could we ask for? We have our location. We are about to reveal that location and do our improv. But first, just so you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects to move us about in time. Let's say we're in a scene, we want to find out what's happening at the exact same time somewhere else. We'll use this meanwhile sound effect. Cut to over there. Same time, different location. Moves us in space, not in time. Let's say we're going into the past for some reason. Somebody's having a memory or we're learning how something came to be. We will use this flash back sound effect. right? Harp will get you there every time. Think of it this way. The harp, it's an old-fashioned instrument from the past. They don't have them anymore. You can't live in the past forever, my friends. So, in order to return us to the present or transport us into the mysterious future, we use the most futuristic instrument out there, the vibes. That's right. Vibes, like, wanna go into the future? That's how you remember it. A demonic device. Now, it is time to reveal our location provided to us by Cameron Esposito, and that location is a family-owned bagel shop. A family-owned bagel shop. We take you now to a family-owned bagel shop.
The oven's not working again. The timer isn't working on the oven, and it's heating up to 180 degrees warmer than it's marked.
Well, the boiler is working, so I have my end covered.
Excuse me, is anybody in there? I like a bagel. Hello, is anybody in here?
I can help you. The problem is the bagels they're burnt.
Yeah, they're boiled, but they're burnt.
Well, hold on. You telling me you boil a bagel?
You boil it and then you bake it.
I tell you what, let me have a dozen of boiled bagels.
Oh, all right. Well, I can make my ends.
Oh, good. We won't have to throw them in the trash. We can just sell them and make a profit.
Hold on, wait a minute. You was about to throw these boiled bagels in the trash.
We were going
I'm
to throw
sorry.
the burnt boiled bagels in the trash.
But the burnt boiled bagels are better than before, so we're gonna get them to you right now.
Allow me to give you my business card and introduce myself.
Oh.
My name is Hank Thompson, spelled HANKTHOMPSUN.
Is
And
it two
there's-
separate words or is it one word?
It's two words. Oh, allow me as well to give you my business
Oh,
card,
thank
madam.
you. I'm not a
Thompson.
hearing learner. I'm a visual learner.
I understand exactly.
And I'm tactile.
Nice to meet you, Tactile. Now, what I do is I sell products, spelled PRODUCTS. And you seem to be on to something here. A boiled bagel. Might I interest you in my services?
Wait, yeah, what do you want to do with the bagels?
I would like to take all of your boiled bagels that you have that you are about to throw away and sell them and bring back half the profits to you.
Now, this sounds like a terrible idea because we already have a family-owned bagel shop and we already have the means to sell the bagels from our bagel shop.
Then may I have my business card back, madam?
Oh,
And sir, and bid you a good day. A good day.
Not a great one. Okay, I earned that. Okay, thank you.
honey, I don't know. Now I feel a remorse, like we made a terrible mistake.
I feel like we should have gone with him because that would have been remote business. And now we don't have any way to contact him because he
Took back his business card.
business card.
I'm sorry I'm late, Mom and Dad. What? What happened?
Well, we had a crucial decision to make, and you weren't here to be a tiebreaker.
What was it?
You're really the logistic brain of our God, I can't talk.
The oven's not working, but the boiler is working, and we had boiled bagels. And a man named Hank Thompson,
Wait, how did he spell it?
HANKTHOMPSON.
S-O-N?
S-U-N.
S-U-N.
It was S-U-N.
Have you heard of him?
Boy, yeah, I sure have. You know,
Hello, young fella.
Oh, hello there.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hank Thompson, HANKTHOMPSUN.
Oh, is it all one word?
No. Allow me to give you my business card.
Oh, it's I like the feel of it.
Oh, thank you. It's made out of paper.
So we make business cards out of all sorts of material.
All right, give me some examples of materials you might use.
We have leather business cards, we have slate business cards, we have metal business cards, we have wood business cards, we have flesh business cards, we have papier-mâché business cards, we have cloth business cards, we have hair woven.
Hold on, go back two.
Papier-mâché?
Yeah, what's the first part of that word?
Well, it's papier, which is the French word for paper.
Hold on. May I have the American version of that French word?
Oh, you want a paper business card?
I'd like to give it a try, running up the flagpole, see if I salute.
Okay, I mean, we barely even stock them anymore. Everyone's moved into the future. But if you want to be in the past, I guess I have an old box of paper cards back.
Now look, Doreen. When you list the materials, say flesh, pretty quick and pretty casual.
Yeah.
So that nobody really catches it, okay?
Okay.
The people that want those, they'll hear it. But you got to say it in such a way that if the people don't want those, they don't want to call attention to it, all right?
Yeah. Is it like when the Native Americans couldn't see the ships because they had a blindness because they'd never seen ships before, so they just didn't see them?
It's exactly like that.
Okay, I just took a history class.
All right. It's good to have you aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate that.
Oh, it is 2 words.
Yes, it's 2 words, young man. And who are you?
Well, I am, part of a family-owned team of entrepreneurs. My family owns a bagel shop.
Well, I'm glad you came into my office today, young man. Look around you. Everything here I purchased. Everything here I own. I am one of the single most successful businessmen in the city.
You own everything in this office?
Absolutely. You make me laugh because you remind me of a young me.
Really? Well, I was just looking to expand the family business. Maybe we could make a chain of our bagel shop, Triple B Bagels. It's boiled baked bagels. And so I think that there's
Wait
potential.
a minute, hold on. Bagels are boiled?
Well, yeah, you boil them first, then you bake them.
Interesting. Very.
I'm sorry?
I said interesting. Very. I still laugh because you're still reminding me of a young me.
Well, that's very flattering. I mean, such a successful businessman as yourself.
Well,
to say
perhaps
such a thing.
someday our paths will cross. But until that time, thank you for delivering these delicious food to my orifice.
Okay, well, thanks for taking the meeting.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
So I guess I'm not entirely sure as to what the problem is with him, because you had an adverse reaction and it just sounded like you delivered him food.
Well, here's the thing. He had this office full of stuff that I know he couldn't have owned.
Why not? Why couldn't he own everything in his office?
Because it all had police evidence tape wrapped around it.
Oh.
Maybe that's the theme he had going. Like I have my World War I biplane room.
Yes, and that all says property of United States of America, but it's not property of United States of America. It's property of your father.
Dad, Mom, I wish you could see. This guy's no good. There's something about him. Like, I went to have a meeting with him to see if we could expand the business. As soon as I told him that the boils were baked and boiled, the bagels were baked and boiled. Bagels baked and boiled. He just thanked me and sent me out of the room.
Agent Thompson, get in the office right now.
Yes, sir.
We have a big problem. Have you been down in the evidence room as of late?
I have not, sir. I forgot the code, and I was too embarrassed to ask anybody for the code.
I understand, Agent Thompson. I used to be a young officer just like you. Well, let me tell you right now, the code is 3298. And if you walk in there, you're going to see that 3/4 of the police evidence is missing.
I feel bad because we weren't even supposed to have police evidence because we're agents at the FBI.
I know all the rigmarole and the red tape. But in fact is, we have it, and it's missing.
Well, is it? Please don't tell me it was the office supplies.
Yes, office supplies, desk chairs, fancy fringe work, and doilies that go on furniture.
Don't forget the earplug!
And the ear plug. There's only one.
No, Chief Thompson. Oh, excuse me. I didn't realize you were with Agent Thompson.
Yeah. What's the problem here?
Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that this guy, Hank Thompson,
Spell it.
Spell it. HANKTHOMPSUN.
Yes.
That's not how you should spell it with an O.
Well, we all spell it with an O.
Yes.
All of us. All of us Thompson spell it with an O.
All right, go ahead.
He might be the guy that stole the police evidence.
I'll tell you one thing right now. If anyone can bring this guy down, citizen or policeman, there is a $4 million prize on that guy's head.
Okay, so So this guy, Hank Thompson, there's a $4 million bounty on him. And any one of us, even if we're just doing our job, we will make $4 million.
Well, I have $4 million worth of debt, so goodbye. Hello. I've come into your business with no idea of what's going on around here. My name is Denise. Denise Patio.
Denise, it is a pleasure to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hank Thompson. Or perhaps you have heard of me and the fine things I do for this city.
Of course I have. Your legend knows no bounds. What's that over there?
Oh, that right there, that is a Paul Degas painting.
Oh, that's crazy. I heard that was stolen from a museum.
Well, I also heard that baby birds are larger than their parents at birth, but that's not true. Please, have a sit down on this ottoman.
Oh, there's a nice doily. The stitchwork looks like it's that doily from that murder of that old lady who collected rare calico cat sculptures that I also see over here.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? Please, allow me to allow you to leave now.
Oh, you haven't heard the last of Mrs. Patio.
All right, SWAT is set up outside. Are you guys ready?
Agent Thompson reporting in.
Agent Thompson reporting in.
Agent Thompson, I have just left the bird's nest, and it is a go. Go, 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 go.
All right, we're gonna swing into the windows.
Wait a minute, guys. There's some guy walking up to his building right now with a bag of, I don't know, it's a wet bag of something. I can't tell, it's dripping.
The bag's ripping.
All right, okay. So remember what Mom and Dad said. Present him with a bag of boiled bagels.
And remember to tell him our slogan, which is for BBB Bagels, it's BBB Bagels.
Oh, Mom and Dad, I want to do you proud. Okay, I'll just knock on the door here. Don't take the shot. Don't take the shot.
He's knocking on the door. He's knocking on the door.
It is not a go. It is not a go.
Let's just see how this thing plays out. Be ready to move in, but let's just be patient here, team.
Hello? Hank Thompson? Mr. Hank Thompson?
Spare my name.
Oh. Hi, can you see me out here? It's,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, please.
It's me, Ben, from the bagel shop.
Of course, a young fellow who came by to have a meeting and or deliver me food.
That's right.
Come on in, young fellow.
Oh, thank you. Your office is still so well appointed.
Oh, thank you very much. You probably noticed that I have some new fringe work.
Oh, yeah. Why does that look familiar to me?
I do not know. What can I do for you today?
Well, I talked it over with my mom and dad, and we've decided we would like to get into business with you.
Let me be honest with you, Ben, it is.
Yeah.
I went to your mom and dad's shop today in the guise of I did not know what they were up to, or who they were, or the wonderfulness of your bagels. They treated me like a common citizen, just a regular GUI guy, as they say.
Ooh, did they use that term?
They did not, but they did in silence, if you understand.
I do.
I do not respect your parents. I wanted to go into business with you and them, the family bagel business. I can no longer do that.
Mr. Thompson, well, is there any way I can make this right? I mean, look here, I brought a bag of freshly boiled bagels.
Wait a minute. Let me have one.
Sure, here you go. It's a poppy seed.
This takes me back to my childhood. Daddy?
Yes, son.
I'm hungry.
Well, all we have is this dough. I can boil it up, but I cannot bake it.
Daddy, the best things in life are always baked.
Son, you're so right. Out of the mouths of the babes. Here, have a boiled bagel.
A boiled bagel.
That's right. Boiled bagel. Always remember.
That was the last time I talked to my father. Oh, he was still there. We just communicated in other interesting ways.
Oh, you have a visitor. I'm sorry.
I wasn't expecting anyone. Let me.
It's us. It's your mother and your father.
What, Mom and Dad? What are you doing here?
I heard from a distance that you said all the best baked goods were baked and not boiled. And as a long boiler of baked goods, I took offense. Yes, I heard back in time in your memories.
I think the story that he told me was that not all the best things in life are baked.
But in the beginning thing, there was a thing about them not being good, and I wanted to represent plum pudding, the most delicious of boiled baked goods.
And I'm with your mother because she's always right, and that's how we've remained married.
My fringe!
What? That's why it looked familiar.
You are the person who stole my fringe!
All right, Thompson, Agent Thompson, Agent Thompson.
Agent Thompson reporting.
Agent Thompson.
Thompson.
All right,
Agent Thompson.
get ready to swing in, repel in through the window.
Which,
dramatic
me?
light.
Me or
Thompson
which
with an
Agent Thompson?
E. With the one with an E.
Well, that's not me.
That's not me. I'm a
That's
Thompson.
not
we all
one here.
in?
We're all
Oh,
over.
we're all
I
over, for
think.
Pete's
Yeah.
sake.
Yeah.
Wait,
right.
wait, there's Tom San.
Oh, yeah. He called out.
Oh, okay. You stole my fringe.
I fear you have caught me. The day after my father stopped speaking to me, but still communicating in interesting ways, and we are closer today than we ever were.
Like mime and stuff.
Yes, that's one of the ways.
Written word, I suppose.
The day after I realized, I looked around our humble apartment, and I realized there was little that we had of our own. I swore to myself that day that I would never go without again. I've hurt your family.
Yes, you have. That is an understatement.
And probably other people, too.
Oh, yeah, lots of them.
Well, I mean, all of this. That's the property from the old woman who lived next to us.
The Calico Cat sculptures?
The Calico Cat sculptures.
Wait a minute, wait, just calm down, everybody. Here's my deal. I'm ready to turn myself in. But only.
Okay, Thompson with a TH. Not the, what about the Thompson with the T?
No, I'm a
Just
Thompson with a
T?
TH.
I'm a TH.
Just a T?
Wait, are we all TH? Hang on, I think he's confessing.
I have, for years, robbed the police investigation rooms where I don't know the name of them.
The one at the FBI headquarters?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking their stuff, taking stuff from other people's homes. I'm ready to give myself up. But only if a loyal, respectable family like you who brings back the mouth memories that I had as a young kid
Well,
will lead me outside.
I respect mouth memories more than any other memory. In fact, I can't experience memories unless they're through my mouth. And so, I will make that mouth memory pledge to you.
Put these 2 bagels on my wrist as though they were handcuffs and lead me away. Lead me
Sure.
outside.
They're a little wet.
But they have stretch because they were only boiled.
It's true.
And they're delicious, so if you feel like you want to escape, you can eat your way out of it.
There's no escaping my past,
Yes.
but there's always walking into my future.
All right, sir. They're coming out. It looks like it looks like an elderly man and woman, and then a younger man, and then there's Thompson with a U, and he seems to have large, soft handcuffs on. What do we do? Do we take the shot, or do we?
Excuse me.
Oh.
I have exceptional hearing. I can hear into the past and from long distances, and I heard you called me elderly. I do not prefer to be referred to as that. I am still a vibrant woman. I just went on a cruise to Mexico, and I waited in line. I did not wait in line in this line or the civil rights movement to be referred to as old.
I do apologize, ma'am. We are just trying to identify people as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Well, I am ably aged, is like what I'd like to be called.
Okay. So, sir, they're right here now. I mean, it's the 2 ably aged people. And
Yeah.
I guess their son, and then
And
then the suspect,
Thompson with a U.
the unsub.
Well, I guess we can take the.
He's not an unsub anymore because he's a known sub.
Ooh, is that what that?
I'm pretty sure.
What does it mean? Unknown subject?
I believe so.
I cheated
feel
through that
dumb.
class in my law
Yeah.
enforcement.
Oh, I
course,
only
so
know it from Criminal Minds.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sure. The album?
Yes.
Guys, Thompson.
Yes.
Yes, son. Yes, Chief Thompson.
Yes. Not you, Thompson. Oh, sorry about that. The rest of you. Looks like justice has been done here today. None of you officers, of course, will be collecting on the $4 million bounty.
What?
$4 million?
None of us?
What?
None of you.
Come on.
They did that with a stolen Taurus, too. I've seen it happen before.
But this family, you've done this city a great service.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
This $4 million, you probably didn't realize this.
What are you talking? We have no idea.
There's
$4
a
million.
$4 million bounty
I heard it
on this
earlier, but
guy's
I'll
head.
let him say it.
Such good hearing.
Yes.
$4 million on this guy's head, and it's going to the family. You guys, I suppose, as a family, you have a familiar resemblance.
We can get the oven fixed.
Yeah, it's a $3.5 million oven, so what do we do with the other 500,000?
I think you know what we're gonna do. Hola,
¿Cómo estás?
welcome to Mexico.
Oh, I'm very
Gracias.
excited.
¿Quiénes los lesbianos aquí? ¿Quién? ¿Nadie?
Oh, I'm so excited to see some lesbian comedy.
And it all happened at a place called Family Owned Bagel Shop. Jeremy Carter, where can people find you, and what do you want to plug?
People can find me on Twitter at ShuntMcGuppin, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Facebook, you can find me on Instagram at Jeremy A. Carter. We're going to be doing super ego stuff, although I think we'll already have done it by the time this comes out.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed it. Gary Williams.
Hey, Gary A. Williams on Twitter. I'm going to be on an episode of your show coming up soon.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm going to be on that, and then I got a lot of other great stuff coming up.
I have no doubt. Gary A. Williams on Twitter?
on the
There we
Twitters.
go. Colleen Smith.
I am Colleen Smee on the Twitters, COLLEENSMI. And then if, in case anyone had that burning question, my favorite time of year or weather is slightly nippy and rainy.
Oh.
I love a
rainy.
rainy and mildly cold.
Sure.
You're welcome.
Just like Eddie Rabbit or B.J. Thomas, who loved a rainy night. Eban Schletter. EbanSchletter.com. Seek out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneanation work and purchase it for yourself because it is terrific. Why is it terrific? Because Eban Schletter is only the best. You can find him at Eban Schletter on all the various things. How do you spell Eban Schletter? It's easy, my friends. It goes like this. EBANSCHLETTER. As for me, I don't know what's going on. It's going to be February, and I'm figuring stuff out, guys. I'm figuring stuff out. Here's where you can find info, even though past me doesn't know it. Present me will know it. PF Tompkins on Twitter and Instagram, paulftompkins.com for live dates. And there you have it. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti. This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.